Welcome, yogis. Thank you for being here. I'm so honored that you're here with me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I want to make a couple of announcements because I'm not. I know I sent out a lot of emails. I know everybody gets a lot of emails, so sometimes my emails don't get necessarily paid attention to, especially if you think I'm saying the same thing every week, because usually I do. However, this week I'm not saying the same thing, so I want to make sure you catch this. Number one, I'm starting to send out monthly statements, and I sent them out a couple of days ago. So if you haven't got one, let me know. The statements simply tell you how many classes you've been to that particular month and how many classes you have remaining on the package of classes you've purchased. So that's number one. And number two, big announcement here, big change in schedule. We will be starting live yoga on every Thursday. Now, live, either indoors or out. So outdoor yoga is outdoor yoga. It's at the Middleburg Barn is where this is taking place. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility, and Maureen Hanley has graciously allowed me to teach classes there. The outdoor is a beautiful patio with a waterfall. Some of you have been there already. However, when inclement weather hits, and it gets cold, we want to be able to continue live yoga for those who choose to do so. I will always continue to Zoom these classes no matter what. The indoor facility at the Middleburg Barn is very airy, big open space. She has UV lights on all of her HVACs, so they kill all the viruses and bacteria and mold that come into the room. She sanitizes it regularly, and we will be spaced out at least 6 feet apart with our mats. So that will be every Thursday. Weather permitting, we'll be out. Inclement weather, we'll be in. I hope to see some of you there. If not, I'll see you virtually as well. All right, we're working on our 7 essential yoga movements, or YELP, as David calls it, YELP. Yoga's essential life poses, and I will go through those with you as we do these poses today, what the essential ones are. First, we're going to start with our breathing and my new favorite terms for different types of breath. We're going to start with our water breath. Water breath is what you need all day, every day, just like water. You need water all day, every day. You need your water breath all day, every day. And that is your deep diaphragmatic breathing several times a day. So we're going to do our diaphragmatic breathing. I'm going to count for you. We're going to inhale slowly on a count of 4, and then exhale slowly on a count of 4. And just make sure you feel the air go all the way down to your belly, expanding your belly. And when you exhale, make sure you feel the air come out of your belly and all the way out through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Now, sometimes your water breath can have a little bit of pause in between your inhalation and exhalation as well. So that's the water breath. And then we're going to move on now to our coffee breath. Coffee breath is when you need a jolt of energy. And coffee breath is, the real word for this type of breathing is called Kapalabhati breathing. And it's a very forceful, rapid exhalations with passive inhalations. And this type of breathing helps you focus if you're going into a competition, or if you're going into a meeting, or you're playing golf and you just need a little bit of energy. This type of breathing is really good for that. And here's how it works. You exhale forcefully through your nose, and you feel your abdomen contract when you exhale. So it's forcing all the air out. And then you just don't even think about the air coming back in. It just passively comes back in. And it's short, quick bursts. Just like that. So let's try 10 of those, and then we'll pause. Take a couple of deep breaths in between, and then we'll try 10 more. Ready? Take a deep breath in and begin. Pause, couple breaths. Okay, let's repeat. Inhale. And then pause. And then breathe. And let's please take a deep breath in and let's Om in together. Om Balu Satguru Bhagavan Ki, the divine is the inner teacher. Okay, so the third breath is our whiskey breath, and we're going to wait till the end of class to do our whiskey breath. The whiskey breath is the breath that you take when you just need a chill, just to need to take the edge off and chill. All right, so sitting nice and tall in any position that you like. We're going to stretch our neck out to start with. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder, turn your head as far as you can, but keep your shoulders facing forward and your chin parallel to the ground. Take a couple of breaths here. Pretend you're trying to look into your back seat. Move your eyeballs to the back. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your chin slightly forward a couple inches so that it's in front of your shoulder, and then tuck your chin so that you're looking down at your right knee. And feel a stretch in the back left part of your neck. Take a couple of breaths here. This is your levator scapula. With that, you feeling? Also your upper trapezius. Inhale. Exhale as you drag your chin to the center of your chest and look down. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you drag your chin over to the left. Park it so that you're looking now at your left knee. Chin is still tucked in front of your left shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here. And now inhale as you slowly lift your chin parallel to the mat, and then keep turning your head to the left. Keep your shoulders square forward and take your eyeballs to the back seat of the car. And breathe. One more deep breath in. Exhale and bring your head back to center. Inhale, stretching the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder so your face is forward. And then your right hand can come on the left side of your head, just with weight only, don't pull on it. And then take your left arm and bring it out diagonally from your body and push your fingertips away so you can enhance that stretch on the top part of your trapezius, upper part of your neck muscles. One more breath here. And exhale, remove your hand, bring your arm down. Inhale, crown of the head goes up. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Left hand to the right side of the head, and then the right arm gently drifts outward, pushing your fingertips away to enhance the stretch. One more breath. And release, and then come to center. And let's move on now to our table, patting the knees accordingly. And this is number 1 on my essential yoga movement list. It's the movement of the spine, back and forth, sideways, and twisting. So with a flat back, take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your bottom toward your heels, extending your spine long, going toward child pose. Inhale, pop back up to table. Exhale, push into your cat back, tuck in your chin, tuck in your tailbone, separating your shoulder blades by pushing the mat away, feeling your spine open up, and then very slowly, deeply inhale through your nose. As you drop your belly toward the mat, extend your head forward and your tailbone back. Nice, long, extended spine. And then exhale, come back all the way to your heels with your bottom. And then inhale back up to table. Exhale, push up to cat again, really slowly, feeling every vertebra. Feel your shoulder blades separate. Inhale, come into your cow pose. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Feel the shoulder points go together down your back, belly's down, head forward, tailbone back. And then exhale to flat back table. Take a deep breath with a flat back. As you exhale, lift your right arm and twist open to the right. So this is the sideways twisting of the spine. That's an essential movement. Inhale. Exhale, bring that hand down. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right knee, bring it up to your chest, tuck your chin, bring your nose to your knee, and then kick your leg back as you inhale and put your toes on the mat behind you. So spinal movement number 5 and 6 is our lateral movements. We're going to take our foot and walk it over to the left side of our body and look over our left shoulder so you can feel an opening of your right rib cage and a contraction of your left ribs. It's a spinal lateral bend. And then walk your foot back to directly behind you. And then the second most important thing in our YELP poses is core stabilization. So take your right leg and lift it up off the mat behind you, square your hips, and then your left arm comes up into our balancing table. This is very, very good for your core muscles. Make sure that you're really engaging your belly in as you breathe. Don't forget to breathe. See if you can make your arm and leg parallel to the ground. Level your hips. Breathe. Okay, put your hand down for a moment as you swing your leg out to the side without putting it down. So your right leg is perpendicular to you. You can move your hands around so you can have some balance. And then this is called awkward airplane. You're going to lift your left arm to the side so that your right leg and left arm are perpendicular to your body. This also takes a lot of core strength to hold this. And then bring the foot down, bring the hand back down, and put weight into your left hand and twist open to the right, lifting your right arm high. Okay, now with the arm high like it is, you're going to walk your left hand over to the left so that it lines up with your knee. So now your right foot, toes pointing forward, is lined up with your left knee, and your left knee is lined up with your left hand. And now bring your right arm beside your ear and stretch as far as you can over your head, fingers pointing to the left. And this is a big shoulder stretch, and this is number 3 of my essentials is shoulders. You have to keep them active. So if you can't hold this here very long, or you can't even go, if you can't go close to your ear without it hurting your shoulders, then you can just stay up here. One more breath. And then exhale, bring the hand down, walk your hands back forward, bring the foot in, flat back, inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left arm up. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, hand comes down back to table. Inhale, exhale, left knee comes toward your chest, tuck your chin, nose to knee. Inhale, left leg goes straight back and then place down on the mat behind you. Walk your toes over to the right for our lateral bend on this side. Look over your right shoulder, see your cattail pose. You're opening up your left ribs, flexing your right ribs. And then the foot walks back behind you, directly out. And for our core strength here, we're going to lift our left leg and lift our right arm, really tightening up our belly muscles here in our balancing table pose. Breathe. Hand comes down, keep the leg up as you swing it out to the side. So your hips are number 4 on my essential list. This is a hip movement. Move your hands around so you have balance so that you can come into your awkward airplane. On this side, arm and leg, opposite arm and leg are extended perpendicular to the body. Hand comes down, foot comes down, but leave it out to the side. Put weight into your right hand and twist open to the left. Big breath here. And then bring that hand back down. Keep the foot extended to the side, point your toes forward as you walk your right hand, line your right hand up with your right knee, and then bring your left arm up to 12 o'clock. And if your shoulder permits, bring it by your ear and stretch your fingertips to the right. One more breath here, and then bring your hand down. Walk your hands back forward, come back to table, and then bring your non-dominant, come onto your knees and bring your non-dominant foot up. My non-dominant foot is my left foot. So we're going to stand up here with no assistance. So you're just going to take your weight, shift it forward, and bring your other leg up. Good. All right, start in Tadasana, please. Mountain pose, shoulders down from the ears, belly in, chest forward, tailbone down, feet directly under the hips. I'm going to do a little bit of a Tadasana series here with balance. So I'm just cluing you ahead if you want to move around off your mat or whatever, because we are going to do a little bit of balancing here. All right, first we're going to take our right leg up. Now here, you can do anything with your hands here. If you want to put them on your hips for balance, that's fine. We're going to do some hip circles. So your right leg comes up and you're just circling your hips around. And then go the other way. And then one more time, one way. And one more time, the other way. And then bring that down. Switch to the other foot. Finding your focal point, circle hips outward. And then inward. And one more time the other way. And one more time the other way. Good. And then shake everything out. Come back to your Tadasana. Bring your arms forward. Take a deep breath. Exhale, we're going to twist our body to the right. Keep your hips forward. So you're twisting from the hip crease up. And then move your right arm behind you as far as it'll go and look to your right hand. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your arms back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. So once you get your body to the left, you're going to swing your left arm behind you as far as it'll go and turn your head to look at it. One more breath here, and then slowly back to center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms facing each other. Push your fingertips up. Exhale slowly as you bring your hands to your lower back, fingers pointing down. Support your lower back as you lean into your hands and open your chest and shoulders up. This is number 4 on my, well, whatever number on my essential list. Back bends, which are also chest openers. Chest openers and back bends are one and the same. And breathe. Make sure you keep control of your head, but do look up if you can. And then slowly back to center. Continuing on with our chest opener and shoulder opener, we're going to take our arms, thumbs pointing down, go behind your body. Take your right hand and grab your left bicep, if possible. You can also use a strap here. And then if you can, take your left arm behind you underneath your right arm so that you're grabbing elbow to elbow. Now, if you can't grab your elbows, just grab wherever you can. The point is that you feel a nice opening in your chest, keep your shoulders down from your ears, and you feel a stretch in your shoulders, the deltoid area. Deltoid is the big muscle, the outermost muscle of your shoulders, which protect your rotator cuff muscles. Release. Bring arms in a T. Inhale, thumbs down, exhale. Now we're going to take our left arm behind us and grab our right bicep first. And then if it works for you, the right arm goes underneath the left arm this time, hugging elbows. Chest forward, shoulders down. Breathe a couple of breaths here. And release. Shake it all out. Okay, if you have a belt, please grab it. You don't, or a strap, yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use something like a robe, tie, or an old t-shirt that you can stretch out any way that you like. Something that you can pull on, tug on. You won't need a loop here for now. So return to Tadasana, grab the belt someplace in the middle, shoulder width apart. And then we're going to bring the belt overhead. So here again, you could use a t-shirt here. And then widen your hands a little bit to a Y. Take a deep breath. Exhale, we're going to tilt our body to the right, keeping the belt taut. And you're coming, you're laterally bending, but your chest is staying forward and your left shoulder does not creep forward here. It stays back. And then come on back up to center. Okay, so now here it might be a little tricky depending on how your shoulders feel. Widen your hands on the belt as far as you can. And bring the belt down behind you as far as you can. Now, maybe this is all you can do, that's fine. But if you can come all the way down to your underneath your shoulder blades, do that. And then keeping the belt taut, inhale. Exhale, twist your body to the right, keeping the belt in a straight line. Inhale. Exhale, turn back to center. Release the belt. Bring it to the front of your body, and we'll repeat that exercise on the other side. So bring the belt overhead. Bring your hands a little bit apart in a Y. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lean, tilt to the left. Make sure your right shoulder stays up. Keep the belt taut. And then inhale back to center. Widen the hands on the belt as far as it'll go. And then bring your arms behind you, the belt behind you as far as your body will allow. And then take a deep breath here. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep the belt in a straight line. Inhale. Exhale, back to center and release the belt. Put the belt aside for a moment and shake out those arms. Nice stretch there. Arms, and shrug your shoulders around. All right. So a number, I've lost count, but this is one of the essentials, is balancing. I've already balanced once, we're going to do it again. So from Tadasana, this is called an Ekapada swing. We're going to bring our arms to Urdhva Hastasana, and then we're going to lean over to the left and let our right leg move outward. Ekapada something here, asana, Ekapada asana. It just means one-legged pose. And then come back to center. Good, and pause here, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, come into chair. Pause in chair pose for a breath. Keep your tailbone down, keep your head in line with your spine. Inhale. Exhale, swing your arms behind you, bring your chest down to your thighs, fingers pointing up to the ceiling behind you. Your knees are bent. Inhale as you swing your arms back forward. And then keep on going, Urdhva Hastasana, but now come up onto your toes. So you're really working your calf muscles here. And then the toes come down, and then the arms come down. Inhale back up. Exhale, we're going to now lean to the left. Take your left leg out to the, we're leaning to the right, sorry, and the left leg comes out to the side. One more breath here. And bring your foot back down, arms overhead. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, come into chair. Pause a couple of breaths here. One more breath in. Exhale, swing the arms behind. Belly comes down to your thighs, fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. And then inhale as you swing your arms back in front, come all the way back up, Urdhva Hastasana, and then onto your tiptoes to stretch those calves. One more breath and return down. Good. All right. Take your right foot, cross over. Oh, first maybe grab a block and put it in front of you within your reach. You may or may not need it. And then take your right foot and cross it over your left leg. So you've got pinky toe to pinky toe here. So your knees are sort of nestled within each other. Open your arms in a T, inhale. Exhale, we're going to hug ourselves with the right arm underneath the left, elbow on top of elbow, hand on opposite shoulder. And then we're going to open our arms to eagle arms, bringing our forearms together, spooning the hands or palm to palm, or as far as you can reach them. They may not even come together, that's okay. Keep your elbows up to shoulder height. Keep your clavicle down from your ears. Push the forearms away. Feel your shoulders open in the back and breathe. So this pose, this is the easier version of an eagle pose. The full eagle pose, we would be standing on our left foot, wrapping our right foot behind our ankle. If anybody wants to do that, go ahead and do that. Okay, unwind your arms, keep your legs across, inhale. Exhale, bring your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms facing each other. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, we're going to come forward with a flat back from our hip crease. And come on down. Put your hands on the blocks or the mat or whatever you can reach. And your knees can be bent a lot here. So my knees are nestled, hugging each other, and they're quite bent here. So this is a different stretch to your hamstrings and to the hips. So tight hamstrings means tight hips, basically. They're all connected, and this is a good way to loosen both of them up. A lot of the poses, a lot of the hip opening poses that we can't do are because of tight hamstrings. Okay, very slowly rise back up. And uncross your legs, return to Tadasana. Okay. Left foot steps on the outside of the right, pinky toe to pinky toe. Hug those knees into each other, bend the knees slightly, keep the hips forward, open arms in a T. This time our left arm will go under our right arm as we hug each other. Elbows come up to shoulder height. Eagle arms here, getting your hands as close as you can. And if your hands touch, you can either do palm to palm or spoon your hands. Make sure you keep your neck relaxed here and pull your shoulders down away from your ears, even though your elbows are up. Breathe, push the forearms away. A couple more breaths here. Slowly unwind the arms. Bring your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, that means upward salute. Take a deep breath. Exhale, we're going to come forward with a flat back, bending from our hip crease, reaching forward. Now you can stay here with your hands on your hips, or you can bring your hands down to the mat or a block in front of you, bending the knees as much as you need to get the reach. And breathe, a couple of breaths here. Very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T, uncross. Come to Anjali Mudra. Pause here, a couple of breaths. And then back to Tadasana. Okay, so the next thing is going to also be a balance, because this is an essential thing. So we're doing a lot of balancing today. I'm going to come off my mat for this one because that's how I balance better, is when my feet are on a hard surface. Okay, so this is, we did something similar to this last week. This is a different variation of it. So this is a the stork pose. We're going to put our weight into our left foot and lift our right leg up in front of us. Bring both arms up. This is the stork. And then we're going to bring the right arm down. Okay, tuck your belly in so that it helps you balance here. Okay, so now this is going to be the dynamic portion of this pose. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to bring your left elbow to your right knee and bring your right knee up and crunch. And then come back up with your arm. Keep your leg up. Take a deep breath and then crunch again. And then back up. Inhale, crunch again. Back up. Inhale, crunch again. And back up, inhale, crunch last time, and put the foot back down, shake your legs out. So essential is not only your balancing here, but your essential muscles are in your legs to protect your knee. And that, as you can feel, I'm sure, takes a lot of leg strength as you're balancing. And also the core muscles need to be used for that. So that's a 3-in-1 pose. Get your money's worth on that one. All right, we'll switch to our right foot. weight, and then the left leg forward. Make sure you find your focal point. You can spread your toes, spread the toes. Bring your arms up, and then the left arm down beside you. Take a deep breath. Exhale. So now you're going to crunch elbow to knee, and then back up. Inhale, exhale as you crunch, elbow to knee, then back up. Inhale, exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, and then back up. One more inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, crunch, back up, and release. Cool, very good. Shake all of that out, wasn't that fun? Okay, I'm gonna step back to the mat. So if you want to use blocks here, just have blocks handy. We're going to do a little bit of a sun salutation with some options in here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come into chair. Inhale here. Exhale, hands on your thighs, flatten your back, stretch your spine long, crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down to the mat or blocks with your hands. So your knees are quite bent here. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, step your right foot back and plant your right heel so that your right toes are diagonally facing the edge of your mat. And then we're going to slowly come up into warrior one. Again, for leg strength. This is a leg strengthener, hip opener, core stabilizer. Tailbone down, chest is forward. Make sure that your left knee is directly over the ankle. All right, so from here, we're going to open into warrior two. So you're going to keep facing forward. You're going to swing your right arm back, and then you're going to take your right leg and step it back about an inch or so that your front heel is lined up with your back arch. So like you're on a balance beam here. And you're looking over the middle finger of your front hand. So keep your left knee stabilized over the ankle. Keep your shoulders down from your ears. Push your fingertips away from each other. Tailbone down, belly in, and breathe. So I was calculating that in the 20-something years that I've been doing yoga regularly, I have probably done 25 to 2,800 warrior two poses. And I got to tell you, each time they feel different. Okay, now we're going to swing back to warrior one. So we're going to pivot our arms back forward. We're going to separate our legs back to the railroad tracks instead of on the tightrope. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, bring your hands down, pivot onto the right toe. So now you're in a high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot back to meet your right foot. So now we're in a full plank. Now you can choose to put your knees down here or not. We're going to go to upward facing dog by bringing our chest between our upper arms. If you can flatten your feet and push down on your feet. Pull your shoulders away from your ears as you push your chest forward. Breath here. If you've untucked your toes, retuck them. Push up to downward facing dog. Now again, you can choose to put your left knee down here. We're going to bring our right foot up. So bring our right foot up in the air behind you, and then swing it up between your hands. Sometimes when you put your left knee down, it's easier to get there. You can also pick it up with your hand and put it there. Push your weight into the right foot, bring your left foot up beside it. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the T. Anjali Mudra. Pause a couple of breaths before we do the other side. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Exhale, hands on thighs. Straighten the legs, flatten the spine long. This is called Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands down to the mat or blocks. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back. Plant your left heel. Have your toes diagonally to the long edge of your mat as you rise up to warrior one on this side. So here you're on railroad tracks. Your legs are separated about hip width distance apart. Your front knee is still over the ankle. Bring your chest forward, palms together. Breathe, tailbone down. Think about your left hip coming forward. Now we'll windmill open to our warrior two. So you're still looking forward. You're going to step your back foot in toward your body so that now you're on a balance beam. Your front heel is lined up with your back arch. Make sure that your front knee stays stable over the ankle. Your chest is on the long side of your mat, but your head is turned to look to the front. Arms are parallel to the ground. And this is probably 2,701 warrior twos for me. Couple more breaths here. Belly in, tailbone down. Okay, now we're going to pivot back forward. Separate your legs back to the railroad tracks. Come onto the toes of your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale. Exhale, right foot back to plank. Either put your knees down or keep them up as you swing your chest forward to upward facing dog. Bring the shoulders down from the ears. Really push the shoulders away as you bring your chest forward. Breathe. If you've untucked your toes, retuck your toes, and then push up the downward facing dog. And here you can put your right knee down if you would like. Swing your left leg up behind you and then bring it between your hands. Pick it up and put it there if you must. And then shift your weight so that you can bring your right foot up next to your left. And slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands down onto blocks or the mat. And you can step back into downward facing dog. You can use blocks underneath your hands for your dog if you like. It helps shift weight to the back part of your body. Make sure your fingers, the middle fingers facing forward. Then bring your knees down to the mat and sit your bottom back towards your heels in child pose. Separating the knees wide helps you be able to get your bottom back a little bit further maybe. And then please rest your head, your forehead, either on the mat, a block, your hands, or a bolster. And take a couple of restful breaths in this delicious child pose. Okay, please slowly push back up. Come seated. If you normally use a bolster or a blanket to sit on, do so now. And come into your staff pose, Dandasana, to start with. So make sure your shoulders are down, your pelvis is tilted forward slightly. Okay, so then we'll start with our right leg over the left leg here. And you can either keep your left leg extended or you can wrap it around and put the heel next to your hip. So you only wrap your leg if both sit bones can stay firmly on whatever you're sitting on. Don't allow the the right hip to come up when you do this. And make sure that your right foot can stay flat on the mat. So take your left arm, hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, twist all the way to the right as far as you can. Plant that hand behind you. And use that hand to keep your spine straight as you spiral upwards. So you're vertical spiraling your spine. You're using your left arm as leverage for the twist. And if you're comfortable here, if you want to take your left elbow onto the outside of the right knee, you can try that if you like. This gives you a little bit more leverage to your twist. Don't collapse your lower back. Keep your shoulders down from your ears and relax your neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn your head back to center, shoulders, chest. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. Plant your hands on the left side of your body so you're lifting your right hip off the mat, bringing your right shoulder over so that your chest is facing the left side of your body. And a counter twist. You don't have to go very far down here, just twisting your body in the opposite direction. And then come back up center, switch legs. So now our left foot on the outside of the right leg. Right foot can come around if you like, or stay extended. If your right foot stays extended, make sure the toes keep pointing up. And if you are wrapping your right foot around, make sure that both sit bones stay firmly even on whatever you're sitting on. And then sit up nice and tall. Tilt your pelvis forward so you have that neutral lower spine. You're not collapsing your lower back here. And then your left arm hugs, your right arm hugs the left knee to the chest. Your left arm comes forward, inhale, exhale, twist around to the left. Park the hand behind you. Relax in this twist. Don't allow your lower back to collapse. Think about a vertical spiraling upward. Use your right arm as leverage for the twist. And if you feel comfortable, you take the right elbow outside of the knee. Every time you exhale, get a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Move your head to center, shoulders, chest. Keep on rotating, keep on rotating. Plant the hands on the right side of the body. Lift your left hip, bring your left shoulder over for a brief counter twist. And then back up. And now please come onto your backs with your knees bent and have a block handy. So now, as you're here, we're winding down. Have your feet hip-width distance apart with bent knees. And we're going to do our whiskey breath. Our whiskey breath is when we want to just relax, chill out. And we do that by prolonging our exhalation longer than our inhalation. And anytime you do that, it just calms your nervous system. So here we're going to inhale on a count of 4 And exhale slowly on a count of 7, both in and out of the nose. And I'll count it out for you. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then pause. Bring your breath back to normal. Maybe do your water breath now. Big, even inhale and exhale. And now please grab your block. Now that we're all chilled, lift your sacrum, lift your hips and place your sacrum on the block. You can either stay here with your feet on the mat or let your feet rise up toward the ceiling. Now, if you do not have a block, you can substitute doing a half shoulder stand by bringing your hands underneath your sacrum and letting your legs float over your head like so. This is not quite as restful, but it's a substitute if you don't have a block. This is called, what I'm doing is called half a shoulder stand. Now, if you are doing what I'm doing, instead of sacrum on the block, it's important to not move your head because you'll pinch your neck if you do that. Okay, slowly bring your legs back down, feet back down to the mat. Lift your hips, remove your block. And then bring your hips back down. Keep your knees bent as you walk the soles of your feet together. And let your knees fall out to the sides, opening your groin area. This is Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of your feet are touching, the knees are out to the side, and your arms just can relax in a T or down by your sides. As you open your chest up, have a neutral spine, let gravity work your groin muscles. The inner part of your thighs are called your adductor muscles, and that's what allows you to move your legs inward. And the outer part of your hip flexors are called your abductor, ABD. Slowly bring your knees together. Bring both knees into your chest. Grab your shins. Roll around on your spine. And then please extend your legs long and prepare for Shavasana. And once you're in your comfortable relaxation pose, please focus on your breath. Focus on relaxing every muscle in your body. Slow down your breathing. I'm going to read a poem by Mary Oliver called Goldenrod. Since it's autumn, goldenrods are very pertinent to this time of year. Her poems are filled with imagery and almost always have a surprise ending to them, sometimes an ethereal surprise ending. On roadsides, in fall fields, in rumpy bunches, saffron and orange and pale gold, in little towers, soft as mash, sneeze bringers and seed bearers, full of bees and yellow beads and perfect flowerlets and orange butterflies. I don't suppose much notice comes of it except for honey, and how it heartens the heart with its blank blaze. I don't suppose anything loves it except, perhaps, the rocky voids filled by its dumb dazzle. For myself, I was just passing by when the wind flared and the blossoms rustled and the glittering pandemonium leaned on me. I was just minding my own business when I found myself on their little straw hillsides, citron and butter colored, and was happy. And why not? Are not the difficult labors of our lives full of dark hours? And what has consciousness come to anyway so far that is better than these light-filled bodies? All day, on their airy backbones, they toss in the wind. They bend as though it was natural and godly to bend. They rise in a stiff sweetness, in the pure peace of giving one's gold away. Enjoy a few more moments of inner bliss and solitude. Please bring your awareness back to your breath and deepen your breathing as you gently wake up your body, making very small movements. Please bend your knees toward your chest and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And in doing so, you're sealing off the bright, energetic, masculine side of your body. And you're exposing the dark, cool, calm, intuitive female side of your body. And this calmness will carry you for the rest of your day. Please very slowly push up to seated. And if you'd like, please join me with the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste. And Jai Yogis. Jai, Jai, Jai. Jai Sue. Jai Stephen. Jai Karen.